Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your old pal Mr. Butter coming back at you, and today I want to get into another pair of kicks that is in a colorway that we've been seeing a good bit here recently, especially on variants of the Jordan 1 silhouette. It's a pair of Jordan 1 Low OGs. I grabbed these the same day that I got the W on the Mystic Navy Jordan 1 Lows, and honestly, I wasn't expecting to like these near as much as what I do. I want to show you this pair, compare them to another pair of Jordan 1 Lows with the same colors, and also just compare them to a pair of Jordan 1 Highs that have the same colors as well. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's look at these Jordan 1 Low OGs in the bleached coral colorway. So for this release, we got a standard Jordan 1 box, and on the Mystic Navy Jordan 1 Low OG, the box was like way too big for the pair of shoes that it had in there. But on this pair, it seems like they gave it a box the appropriate size for the shoes that it had within. This is actually a GS size pair. I grabbed the size that my wife and one of my daughters wears. I just figured somebody would want it if I picked them up. From everything I've seen, I think the GS pairs and the adult pairs are exactly the same materials and that sort of thing. The tag reads Air Jordan 1 Retro Low OG. And the colors are black, bleached coral, and white. And like I said on the beginning, they are going so hard with this bleached coral colorway. That and a combination of that and white and black and gray. It just seems like somebody came up with the idea of, hey, let's use bleached coral. And everybody said, yeah, and let's do it on every Jordan 1 we can think of. So I'm just waiting for a mid to come out with that colorway. But anyhow, enough of the box. Here they are. And like I mentioned on the intro, I was not expecting these to be as good as what they are. I don't know why. I just wasn't expecting to like them as much as what I do in person. And I already had the Stage Haze highs. And with those Mystic Navy Jordan 1 Lows that were dropping, as soon as I saw images of those coming out on the Jordan 1 Low OG silhouette, I knew I was going for those hard. So I went for those on 2 accounts, got the W on 1. For this bleached coral colorway, I only went for them in a GS size, partly because the GS size is less money, but also because I didn't really think that I would like them as much as what I do. But as soon as I got them, I was kind of bummed that I didn't go for my personal size in them. They came out really well, and the materials are very, very good on this pair. I don't know that I like them as much as the Mystic Navy 1 Low OGs, but I like these a lot. I would definitely wear these, and I think materials are really, really good. So I don't blame anybody for picking these up. So this is the Bleached Coral Jordan 1 Low OG. Here recently in the past couple of weeks, we just saw the Gray Fog Jordan 1 Lows. And this isn't an OG. So real quick, just to point out a couple of differences. The OG, which is this pair that has the suede, it's got that Jordan Wings logo up higher on that heel tab. Whereas the Jordan 1 Low, the non-OG, just has the Wings logo kind of stitched in there lower on the heel. One of the other biggest differences is the OG pair has the Nike Air tag on the tongue. And then for the non-OG pair, we just have this bleached coral color Jumpman embroidered into the tongue. Aside from that, the biggest difference is just the shape, and also the fact that these materials on the OG are far superior to the materials on this shoe. I really like these shoes, but these are more of like what I would wear as a beater, whereas these are just dope. I think you could wear these with a casual fit, but I also think that they're done well enough that you could wear them to the office. I think you could make them work, you know, in a professional setting. And that's what makes me wish I would have picked up a pair, because I think I could wear these to work and they look pretty dope. Not that I've gone to work since the pandemic, but if I did go to work, I could wear these and look pretty good. Lastly, the last pair that I wanted to just compare them to real quickly is the Stage Haze Jordan 1 highs, and these are also an OG, and this also has that bleached coral colorway. Pretty much the only bleached coral color that you'll see on these is the Nike AirTag, and then the insole, I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's also a bleached coral colorway. But what these share in common is the crackled leather. Here on this Jordan 1 high pair, you can see that on the mudguard and all this black leather, it's got like a crackled effect. This tag says natural crack seen on the upper is normal due to the random crackle ink application. And just like it has that tag on these highs, it also has that identical tag here on this low OG pair, because it's got that same crackle effect on all these black overlays. But I really like the way that looks. I like a lot of texture on a pair of shoes, and that's another reason why I like this pair so much, is just the white leather has a lot of texture too, but then aside from that, you get this nice crackling effect on all these black overlays. But then the suede on the toe box and on the heel area, it's just another different texture. And that's always been something that I find myself going towards. I just really, really like when they have a mix of a lot of different textures on a shoe. And I think on this pair, it came out really, really well. So this pair came with black laces already in the shoe. But just like the OG highs, they gave us a pair of bleached coral flat laces that you could swap out in there, and that would match the color on the toe box and the tag, also on the heel area. So I always like getting options like that. We've got a standard Jordan 1 outsole, pivot point in the front, Nike branding at the midfoot. Everybody knows what a Jordan 1 outsole looks like, and looks classic in this black colorway. Then coming up from that, you can see the black color meets a bright white, and we've got bright white midsole along with bright white stitching, and that all looks nice and clean. Up here on this mudguard, we've got that crackling effect, and it's got a nice feel to it as well. I'm not really sure how they do that, but it almost gives it like a worn look already, but it's not too much. I really like it. Like, it's low key. You might not notice it if you didn't look real close to it. But actually, I don't see that effect on the swoosh. It looks like it's only on the mudguard and then going up the eye stays. But the swoosh is just a smooth black leather. And then, as I pointed out before, we've got this bleached coral color on the toe box there with those perforations, and then on the heel, and it's got a nice feel to it. I wouldn't call it premium or anything, but it feels good. It's got a natural feel to it. The only other leather that we have is this white leather here on the side panels, and this leather is extremely soft. I think they did really, really well with their choice of materials. I like that you can see that little bit of texture on there, but it also just has a very, very good feel. It doesn't feel synthetic at all. It looks really nice. You can tell its quality just by looking at it, and I always appreciate that whenever we get it on a Jordan. As noted before, we've got the Wings logo here on the upper portion of the heel in black. And then they gave us a black tongue, standard nylon tongue. It's got black piping going around there, and it also has a black tag, which has Nike Air branding in that bleached coral color. And then over top of that, they gave us some flat black laces. I would probably just keep the stock laces in there, but it looked good with the bleached coral laces as well. And then they gave us a black sock liner, which I'm always a big fan of because it's forgiving. It doesn't stain from your jeans and that sort of thing. And the insole is a bleached coral color, and it's got black Nike Air branding down on there. But overall, I think these are really good looking. I don't think that pictures did these things justice, just because if I would have known how good they look in hand or how good the materials are, I probably would have ended up grabbing my size as well. Right now, I don't think prices are too crazy. At this point, I won't be paying resale for them, but if they happen to drop back down and I can grab them for like retail price, I'll probably pull the trigger on them. But it's not something that I need to rush out and spend over retail for. But at the same point, I wouldn't blame anybody for grabbing them right now. I think right now they're sitting at like $20 or $30 above retail price, and that's really not too bad in my opinion. Let me know what you all think of these, and I will catch you on the next one. I'm out.